I just filled this bird feeder yesterday. Today it's almost empty, but it's all on the ground. By the mud all over this pole and bracket, it's gonna be a raccoon. I've got an idea for critter countermeasures. I put flashing on that 4x4 and refilled the bird feeder. Yesterday I put aluminum flashing on the 4x4, filled the bird feeder. It remained full overnight, but the raccoon surely did try to get up there. 5 feet of flashing on that pole, and that raccoon, or him and a buddy boosting him, with 39 inches up that pole. Raccoon's probably leg spread is 28, so he was really trying hard. This is the top of the bird feeder pole, 1/2 inch electrical steel conduit, and because this has to go under a tree, I have to make it attack proof from aerial assaults. I've purchased 3/4 inch PVC. I got lines on here. I'm going to cut this PVC in 1 inch sections. I'm going to line that whole pole with cut PVC. I should make any squirrel or raccoon that jumps on this from the air a daredevil. They're going to think they're on an e-ticket ride at Disney World. I'm going to put flashing on the bottom 5 feet of the pole. I dug about 2.5 feet, 3 feet I hit water. So starting at 3 feet, I'm going to put this flashing on there. This flashing is 14 inches wide, 10 feet long, so I'm going to cut it in half for 5 feet. It's only 14 inches wide. That's all I could find locally readily available. And a 4x4 is 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch, and that comes out to 14 inches. So if you put this on right, it'll mate all the way around. When you mess with this flashing, get some good gloves or cut gloves, because this stuff is razor sharp. This is the flashing unrolled. This is much easier to put on the pole before you put the pole in the ground. You're going to need some clamps. This makes it real easy. Line up the edge the best you can on the 4x4. You can see this 4x4 is not perfect, but it's really close. So now that I got that flashing clamp, I'm going to roll it over the corner. So you just got to take it. Just kind of make a crease. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be close. Now that we have side one folded over, I'm going to put screws in this first piece. So I started in the middle. I drilled 2 tiny pilot holes through the flashing and into the wood. So that hole is, this hole is bigger than the screw. And you can see I didn't have any buckle here. I don't want this seam to buckle. I want to try to get it as smooth as I can. I'm going to finish putting in the other screws. I got the first side fast. I'm going to leave this board clamped to it to keep this flat on the 4x4. I'm going to rotate this, and we're going to roll it, bend it all the way around, and put screws on the back side right here to mate it all together. Just remember, this stuff is sharp. So I'm going to roll this over onto the next side. My goal is to get all of these seams to line up so I can caulk them. I don't want to hurt any critters. I just want to keep them off my bird feeder. This 4x4 is slightly bigger than a true 4x4 by almost a 1/2 inch. But you'll notice I got no buckle on this seam. So I'm going to put the screws in it. And I'm going to put caulk over this so there's no sharp edges for the critters. I drilled pilot holes, and then I made the holes in the flashing bigger than the screw so there won't be any pulling. The one I did yesterday, these made it up. So this 4x4 is a hair bigger than a standard 4x4, no big deal. I sealed that seam with this tar. Got the new pole in the ground. I'm going to put the bird feeders on it. Got the new bird feeder installed for the buntings so they don't get bullied anymore. I put a feeder up for the woodpecker with a peanut butter suet cake in it. Boy, I almost wanted to take a bite of that thing. That thing smells good. Hopefully those 1 inch PVC sections will protect that bird feeder from any raccoon or squirrel that decides to parachute down from the tree. Now that it's all up there, anything that jumps on this is in for some excitement. I already got muddy paw prints on the flashing. Any critter that tries an aerial assault onto the bird feeder is in for a big surprise. I hope the woodpecker finds the peanut butter suet cake more appetizing than my bat poles. Thanks for watching.